Welcome student in a cooperative class. In the last class we have already started with new topic, that is accounts of cooperative society, and in that we have seen meaning of account and the term accounting. Also we have discussed about needs and importance of accounts. What is accounting? What is the term account is, and why there is need for accounting in a cooperative society, and what are its importance? Just recollect it before we start with books of account in cooperative society. We have discussed in the last class, account is summarized record of given information, whereas accounting, it is the process of identifying, measuring, recording the business transaction and communicating the required information to the interested user, right? Then we have also discussed about the needs and importance of account, right? We have seen to know the amount of profit and losses during the particular year. Also we have seen to know the amount of assets and properties, amount due to creditor and due from debtor, amount of tax liability, to know cash and bank balance on particular date. Then also we have seen about the comparison with one society with that of another society, to know the amount of capital in the treasury of business, and to know the stock position. That was something about needs and importance of account. Okay, so in today's class we will going to see a new subtopic, that is books of accounts of cooperative society. As you all know student, it may be a firm, organization or a cooperative society. It is need to maintain a books of account. So likewise, in cooperative society, there are also books of account. And this books of account is also known as books of records. And it is categorized into two types. Let us see which are those main two types of books of records or books of accounts. So first one we have is statutory book. You can see it is put on the screen, statutory book, okay, main book. And the second one is non-statutory books, right? So books of account of cooperative society is categorized into two types, statutory books and non-statutory books. Now let us see what is this statutory books. Now as we have seen student, a cooperative society requires to maintain number of books, and the records of society can be learned, okay, and referred when it is required to such books, okay. Therefore now we have a statutory book, and these are the books of account which must be kept by cooperative society. Keeping of such books by cooperative society is obligatory as per the Maharashtra Cooperative Society Act 1960 and the rules. It says here the statutory books of account is compulsory, okay. All the cooperative society have to maintain the statutory book as it is mandatory. As per which act? As per the Maharashtra Cooperative Societies Act 1960. Okay, and the rules are applicable. The Goa Cooperative Society Act 2001 and the rules 2003 also are very clear on the aspect of maintaining such books of accounts, right? Since it is mandatory to maintain these various books as per the law, and they see as per the law these books are mandatory. It is a compulsory to maintain such books, and they are also known as statutory books, right? That is something on statutory book. Then under statutory books, okay, the books which are maintained, as I have already put on the screen, we have register of members, okay, register of shares, followed by register of debentures, minutes books of AGM and managing committee meeting. This is annual general meeting and managing committee meeting. Stock register followed by property register. Student, once we have finished with non-statutory books, we will going to take up all this register, okay, which are also known as sub books of statutory books, right? Now we'll have a look to this non-statutory books. As I already said, cooperative society has to maintain books of account, which is also known as books of record, and it is categorized into two types, statutory books and non-statutory books. We have already seen what is statutory books, okay? So now we'll see what is non-statutory books. Now, a cooperative society has to maintain different records of activities carried out during its tenure, okay? It means the cooperative society has to maintain the record track of the activities carried out during the particular period, right? Tenure meaning the period, and this records can be maintained by recording the activities done in different books, right? This record we can maintain by recording all the activities which are carried during the particular year, and that is we can maintain in the different books of account. Sometimes recording of such activities in the books and keeping of these books is compulsory as per the act, right? Okay, in the territory or the state. Some books need to be compulsory maintained as they are not obligatory as per the provisions of the act. Hence, such books are known as statutory books of accounts. Now they are trying to tell here non-statutory books, okay, are not mandatory, not compulsory to maintain, whereas statutory books are compulsory to maintain as per the act. So, and which is not mandatory to maintain, okay, and the rest of the activity which are not very important can be recorded in the non-statutory books, okay. So these are something on non-statutory book, okay. Now let us see very important next subtopic is we have to differentiate between statutory books and non-statutory books, okay. So now student, let us see the distinguish between statutory books and non-statutory books, right? We'll take first statutory books, okay. These books are compulsory to maintain under Cooperative Societies Act. One has to maintain these statutory books, okay, and as per the Cooperative Society Act, it is must to maintain statutory book, okay, by the cooperative society. It is mandatory, it is obligatory to maintain statutory books under Cooperative Societies Act. Compared to non-statutory book, okay, non-statutory books are not compulsory to maintain under Cooperative Societies Act. It is not mandatory, it is not obligatory to maintain non-statutory books, okay, under Cooperative Societies Act. But whereas statutory books are compulsory to maintain under Societies Act, right? So first point is clear, okay. Moving on to next is it provide true and exact financial position of the society. Which book provide? Statutory book. Statutory books provide exact, okay, and true, correct, fair financial position of the society, okay. What was the financial position earlier? What is the financial position at present, okay. So it gives a clear picture of exact financial position of the society. Which book is, we are talking about statutory books, right? Then making a comparison with non-statutory books, it provides additional information about the affairs of society, right? Now, which are not included in the statutory book. More, for example, any member is needed more information, additional extra information about the matter of the society, right? Then definitely they will going to get in non-statutory books, right? Because as we said, non-statutory books provide additional extra information about the matter of society. Okay, so this point is also clear. Moving on to third point about statutory books. These books are compulsory audited by auditors. Now, you all know very well, student, books of accounts are audited by the auditors, right? Okay, so now they will going to go through compulsory statutory books, okay, that is audited by the auditors. Okay, so that is the reason the statutory books is very compulsory, because it gives true and exact financial position. So third point, statutory books are compulsory audited by auditors, right? Now moving on to non-statutory books, third point, these books may or may not be audited by auditors. Okay, that means it is not compulsory, as we have already seen. Okay, it include additional information. So what happens is, in the cooperative society, if any auditor requires some additional extra information, they will going to go through this non-statutory books, right? So we say here, third point, these books may or may not be audited by auditor. Auditor might see if required, or they might not see. Okay, so that is not compulsory to be audited by the auditors, right? So third point, these books may or may not be audited by auditors. Okay, so now let us recollect all the points, distinguish between statutory books and non-statutory books. Statutory book, first point, these books are compulsory to maintain under Cooperative Societies Act, whereas non-statutory books are not compulsory to maintain under Cooperative Societies Act. Second point, under statutory books, it provides true and exact financial position of the society, whereas non-statutory books, it provides additional information about the affairs of society. Third point, under statutory books, these books are compulsory audited by auditors, and non-statutory books, these books may or may not be audited by auditors. I hope statutory book and non-statutory books is very clear.